Supreme Commander Vex Marol of the Unified Galactic Fleet stared at the message displayed on the primary view screen of the flagship Inevitable Conquest. For the 12th time that cycle, he read the same 5 Terran words that had been intercepted by deep space monitoring stations across 3 sectors: WEARE, WAIT, INGFORYOU. The message had been broadcast on all frequencies, in all known communication formats, and translated into the 17 most common galactic languages. The persistence and deliberateness of it sent cold ripples through Vex Marol's dorsal spines. Analysis team, he addressed the gathered specialists without taking his 4 eyes off the screen. Explain to me again why we should continue this expansion into Terran space. Senior xenopsychologist Zil Thara moved forward, her translucent membranes pulsing with the biochemical signature of confidence. Supreme Commander, we've studied human communication patterns extensively. This message contains no explicit threat. It's deliberately ambiguous, likely designed to provoke uncertainty. And it's working, muttered fleet tactician Krexvor, his battle-scarred carapace clicking as he shifted position. The humans are a primitive species, continued Zil Thara. Our surveillance shows they've barely established colonies on their neighboring planets. Their most advanced vessels use rudimentary fusion propulsion. They have no quantum weaponry, no dimensional phase technology, no neural disruptors. By every measurable standard, they are at least 3 technological epochs behind us. Vex Marol gestured to the message again. Then explain their confidence. This is not how prey species communicate when a superior force approaches. The room fell silent. It was the question that had troubled the command structure since the message was first detected. The ascendancy had expanded across 12 sectors over the past 1,000 cycles, incorporating or displacing hundreds of species. Their methodology was consistent and effective: identify resource-rich systems, establish overwhelming tactical superiority, and offer the native species a simple choice: join the ascendancy as productive members or be relocated to designated reservation worlds. Most chose to join. Those who resisted quickly discovered the futility of their position. None had ever broadcast such a perplexing message before the ascendancy's arrival. We are waiting for you. Not pleading for mercy. Not threatening resistance. Not offering surrender. Just waiting. There is another possibility, said elder strategist Meve Lauren, speaking for the first time. The ancient advisor's voice carried the harmonics of deep contemplation. The message may be exactly what it appears to be. A simple statement of fact. Meaning? Prompted Vex Marol. Perhaps they have been expecting us. Perhaps they have been preparing. Tactician Krekvor's battle appendages flexed involuntarily. Impossible. Our approach has been methodically concealed. We've maintained total information security. Yet they broadcast this message precisely 7 cycles after our fleet altered course toward their system, noted Mevleran. An interesting coincidence, wouldn't you agree? Vex Marol felt uncharacteristic uncertainty crawl through his nerve clusters. In 300 cycles of military service, he had never retreated from a conquest. But something about this situation disturbed his tactical instincts. We will proceed as planned, he finally decided, but with additional precautions. Double our sensor range. Maintain phase shift readiness for immediate dimensional translocation if necessary. And prepare a diplomatic contingent. If these humans have somehow anticipated our arrival, perhaps negotiation will provide insight into their capabilities. 3 cycles later, the advanced scout vessels of the Ascendancy fleet entered the outer reaches of the Sol system. The broadcasts had stopped the moment the first ships crossed the heliosphere boundary, another disquieting detail. Scout Group Alpha reporting, Supreme Commander, announced Communications Officer Trelzin. They've detected no defensive installations, no weapons platforms, no fleet movements. The system appears exactly as our intelligence suggested, minimally developed, with small colonies on their moon and Mars, research stations on several moons of the outer planets, and limited space traffic. And yet I am not reassured, Vexmarel said quietly. The fleet continued its advance toward Earth. Passive sensors revealed a planet teeming with life and activity, but with technology primarily confined to its surface. Space-based infrastructure was rudimentary: a small orbital station, satellite networks, and a handful of interplanetary vessels moving between colonies. "We're receiving a transmission from Earth," reported Trelzin suddenly, "directed specifically at this vessel." "Display," ordered Vexmarel. The view screen shifted to show a human female seated at what appeared to be a simple desk. She wore no military insignia, no ceremonial regalia, just plain clothing in muted colors. Her expression was neither fearful nor hostile. "Greetings to the commanding officer of the approaching fleet," she said calmly. "I am Dr. Eleanor Chen, Earth's designated first contact specialist. We have been expecting you." Vexmarel felt his unease deepen. "How did they know to address the command ship specifically?" he asked quietly. Before anyone could answer, the human continued, "We request that you maintain your current position at the orbit of Mars. A single diplomatic vessel is approaching your location to establish formal communication protocols. This vessel is unarmed and carries 3 representatives authorized to speak on behalf of Earth and all human settlements." The transmission ended, leaving the command deck in uneasy silence. "Sensors detect a small vessel approaching from Earth," confirmed Tactical Officer Dresner. "It's accelerating at—" "That can't be right." He adjusted his instruments. "It's accelerating at over 100 standard gravities. No life form could survive such forces without advanced inertial dampening technology, which they shouldn't possess," whispered Zilthara. Within minutes, the human diplomatic vessel had matched course with the Ascendancy flagship, a feat of navigation that should have been impossible given their understood technological level. "They're requesting permission to dock," said Trelzin. "Their vessel is approximately 1/20th our size. Scans show only 3 life forms aboard, consistent with their statement." After a moment's consideration, Vexmarel gave his authorization. Whatever was happening, he needed information more than safety. When the 3 human representatives were escorted to the command deck, Vexmarel was struck by their complete lack of visible fear or awe. They observed the advanced technology and alien forms around them with calm interest, as if they had seen such things before. "Thank you for receiving us, Supreme Commander," said female human, who had appeared in the transmission, Dr. Chen. "We appreciate your restraint in approaching our system." "You seem remarkably well informed about our intentions, Dr. Chen," Vexmarel replied, "and unsurprised by our appearance." A subtle smile curved the human's lips. "That's because you're not the first." The statement hung in the air, like a gravitic distortion. "Explained," demanded Vexmarel. "You are the 7th expansionist species to enter our system with conquest in mind, Supreme Commander," said one of the male humans. "The previous 6 chose not to mention our existence to the wider galaxy after our discussions. We have an agreement." "An agreement?" Vexmarel's dorsal spines fully extended in alarm. "We have no interest in galactic politics or expansion," explained Dr. Chen. "Earth wishes only to be left in peace, to develop at our own pace. In exchange, we offer certain technological insights that we've developed along different evolutionary paths than most spacefaring species. We're particularly advanced in ways that aren't immediately obvious," added the 3rd human, "ways that proved persuasive to your predecessors." Vexmarel suddenly understood the meaning behind their broadcast. "We are waiting for you." Not a threat or a boast, but a simple statement of prepared patience. They had been through this before. "And if we choose conquest, rather than agreement?" he asked, though he already suspected the answer. Dr. Chen's expression remained pleasant, but her eyes hardened slightly. "As a gesture of good faith, we've taken the liberty of transmitting certain technical schematics your vessel's secondary database. You'll find detailed analyses of the 13 critical vulnerabilities in your propulsion systems, the 9 exploitable weaknesses in your defensive shields, and the rather concerning design flaw in your life support redundancies." The command deck erupted into frantic activity as officers rushed to verify her claims. "Supreme Commander," called out Dresnar, his voice tight with alarm, "they're correct about the propulsion vulnerabilities. These are classified design specifications. They shouldn't exist outside our most secure facilities." One by one, the other officers confirmed the remaining revelations with growing horror. "We are a young species by galactic standards," said Dr. Chen into stunned silence that followed, "but we've been waiting a very long time for the universe to notice us. During that time, we've had ample opportunity to prepare. Now, shall we discuss our agreement?" Vex Marol, Supreme Commander of the most powerful fleet in 12 sectors, found himself doing something unprecedented in his distinguished career. He negotiated